So this is Copyscape. This is what it looks like. And to see it in action, let us pick a well-known website like Bloomberg, and let us use Copyscape to determine the instances of duplication of this specific Bloomberg story. Here is the story. Nigeria's top bank posts record profits on interest rate surge. If we check Copyscape, we see a number of websites that have copied the same content, and when you interrogate further, you will even see the extent of duplication. So we know that a number of sites have copied this particular story from Bloomberg. So in this case, we see there is 19% duplication. In this case, we see there is 16% duplication. And duplication can impact search engine rankings. It can affect traffic. So usually, you could always use Copyscape to check one by one. But if you have 100 or 1,000 URLs, then you should be using this Python script. So all you would need to do is to input your username in the username section and input your API key in the API key section. How this is done is you would go to my account and click on purchase credits, and here you can purchase credits of your choice. So each search costs about $0.03. So even with $5 or $10, you would have enough credits with which to deploy the API. And then when you purchase credits, you would find your username, and when you log in, you have the username. When you purchase credits, you have your API key, an active and a functional API key, and then you simply plug it in here and you'll be almost ready to go. But to be ready to go, you would also need to have an Excel file where you will list all the URLs that you want to conduct a plagiarism check for. So in this case, I have a sheet called NM, and the equivalent of Bloomberg in Nigeria is called Nairametrics, the financial website. And I've seen that it suffered from content duplication from a number of spammy blogs and domains. So for the sake of demonstration, I'll be using some of these Nairametrics URLs to conduct the practical check. So simply download this sheet containing all of these URLs. There could have been more if I wanted them to be. And then we come in here and we upload. You click on this icon here and then you upload. And it appears. What you now need to do is to ensure that the name with which it appears here is the same name with which it is being referenced here. And once that is done, you are fine. You also have to ensure that the column, this column here, URL column, bears the same name with which it is being referenced on this line. So if it was in small letters URL and it is being referenced with capital letters here, it may not work. So you have to ensure that there is similarity between the reference names within the code and the names of the files and the columns you're actually trying to point to. And once that is done, we are good to go. The last line of code is where you could specify the name of what your export file should be. So when the code is done running, it's going to give you an export file containing all of these URLs and their duplication information. So in my own example, this is named expo.xlxs. You can give it any name of your own choosing. When that is done, you click on runtime and you click on run all.
And now that the script has completed its execution, we have our export file called expo.xlsx, and it's available in our Collab interface. All we need to do now is to click and download. I've already downloaded it here. So all that's required is to inspect to see what is present within the export sheet. So we just have to import it here, insert new sheet, and it's loading, and it's loaded. So now we can see the duplication or plagiarism information imported from the Copyscape database and servers. We can see that each single article that we interrogated has information about the websites that copied its content, the number of words that were matched. We can also view the Copyscape URL, and we can view the percent matched. So this is how to use the Copyscape API to interrogate individual URLs for content duplication. I hope you find it useful.